Welcome to the Gatekeepers Arizona Local Music Hour. My name is Lenore Carey, and this show is all about letting you in on Arizona's best kept secret. That's local music from artists in your own backyard. Today, I'm joined by my fellow gatekeeper, Nick Schultz.
Yippee!
It's been a few weeks of incredible growth on the Gatekeepers.
I know. I feel like we're really living life right now on the Gatekeepers.
Exactly.
It's truly an experience.
Nick, did you see that Jared's Coffee, Tea, and Art Gallery had moved locations?
Yes, you told me about that. I'm actually decently kind of upset about that. I love Jared's. I really do. It's been a hangout spot of me and my friends, especially here at EVIT, for so long. I have so many memories at that place because it's such a little nice place to go hang out, to go get some coffee. That's great to go talk to. So I really hope it doesn't move too far away from me. It's already far enough as it is, you know?
Yeah, and they were looking for some help having their old place cleared up. But I think they got all that sorted out and all that stuff and are settled in their new venue on Country Club and University. And they're
Country Club and University?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's up
not
at
that far.
House 109. It's not that far from their original location.
I wonder if it'll be as big, because it was in such like a great location.
It's bigger.
It's bigger?
It's bigger.
Oh, let's go, dude.
It's beautiful. You and I should actually head over there one of these weeks and check it out.
I'm
It'd
so
be super
down.
fun.
I love that place.
And they're still doing poetry, comedy, music, having all that stuff. They have like a solid venue now too.
I
which is
love that
awesome.
place, and for some reason, I've never gone there to like do an open mic.
You're crazy.
I know, it's crazy. I love that place.
You're probably not funny enough for their comedy mic anyway.
True, I'm definitely not funny enough.
Today's guest is Dead City Revival. It's an alternative rock band from Phoenix, Arizona. I describe their sound as like blues, aggressive hard rock, which is like a weird mix, but
I'd say
solid.
that's accurate. It's
solid.
absolutely, it's so solid too.
And they've been around for a while. Their first album is called Burn in Phoenix. And
I have listened to it. It's pretty good.
In 2008. But today we're going to focus on their recent release. It was Johnny Was a Bettin' Man. This single dropped in April of this year, so it's pretty
Did
new.
you say 2008 was in there?
2008.
So they got a little time between releases, don't they?
Yeah, they do, but I think it's going to be a great interview with them. We're going to get into it right after we listen to their track. It's Johnny Was a Bettin' Man by Dead City Revival on 88.7 The Pulse.
Johnny was a betting man who gambled life, gambled death with a bullet and gun in hand. Police saving me. Johnny was a betting man who gambled life, gambled death with a bullet and gun in
Johnny Was a Bettin' Man by Dead City Revival on 88.7 The Pulse. This is Lenore, and Nick and I have Dead City Revival here with us to talk about how they created this song. You guys have such cool music, and I wanted to know a little bit about Johnny Was a Bettin' Man. What does the song mean to you guys?
So Johnny, basically, the way I write is a lot of times I'll write with, let's just say, some sort of visual aspect, but I write a lot of my music based on dreams of some sort. And so Johnny started off just as a dream, in a sense of someone contemplating life or death. That's really, getting down to the basis of it. It's just someone who basically was contemplating that, and at the end of the dream, they wake up and they realize, wait, there's more to life. And so, but the dream is carrying them through every element that they would then visualize for themselves.
I've listened to that song many times. I don't know if I realized that, but that's actually a really interesting concept for a song.
I appreciate it.
Never heard anything like that before. Where did you guys record that song?
So Johnny, we recorded with our buddy Robbie down at the Orange Blossom Studios, which is in Phoenix.
Okay.
We just found them on actually Instagram, just scrolling through, looking for, we were in the market to do some recording and stuff like that. So basically just was on Instagram scrolling aimlessly, and then he had an ad out, and I was just looking at the studio. I was like, it looks pretty cool. Let's go down and meet him and let's just do a sample. And so the Johnny was basically a trial run to see if the partnership in regards to recording music would work, and it seemed to work out.
So you already mentioned you have these dreams and you kind of write about that in your music. Is there any other specific inspiration to you when you're in the process of writing?
Yeah. So my lifetime goal, my lifetime job is I'm actually a pastor out in the West Valley. And so a lot of things that I write have a hint of faith aspect to them, just the groundwork. And so a lot of songs that I would write, in a lot of ways, are conversations between God and I, in the midst of crap and whatever. And so that gives me a lot of my bases. And I love conspiracies. And so
you are the coolest dude we've ever had on the show, I swear.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that. So one of the acoustic songs that I wanted to play for you guys is one of my conspiracies. So
do you come up with your own, or are you privy to other conspiracies?
No, I love them all. But some of them I like to come up with, but most of the time it's just something that I hear that I'll just kind of incorporate into the music, and just to write and to somewhat tell a story as best as I can to entertain people. Yeah.
If you have kids, they love that.
Yeah, I got three, and actually the funny part is my oldest is going to school to do. She's studying mathematics, but she's minoring in astronomy because she wants to work for NASA. So some of my lovely conspiracies obviously have to deal with NASA. So I like to throw stuff at her.
She's the smartest person in any of our circles.
One of my favorite conspiracies, which I absolutely love, is the one where it's like giants used to roam the planet and the government's keeping it a secret.
The Nephilim. Yeah, man. That's
when are you writing a song about that?
Hey, why don't I step out of the room and you guys just go for 30 minutes?
Well, let's see. So, give us some time. So we do have a song that's called "Suicide Insane," and it's on the lines of that. It doesn't go in regards to giants and all that stuff, but it's another dream that actually one of the songs that I'm playing today. There's a couple verses that they kind of piggyback, and these songs are probably like about like a 15-20 year difference in the span of each song. And so, but yeah, I don't get too heavy in the conspiracies, but I love them.
Are you a Tom Morello fan by any chance?
I don't mind him. All right, I don't mind Tom Morello. So I'm sure this will upset a lot of people. Like, I don't go as political as Tom Morello does, but I do appreciate his passion and his heart and his musicianship. But I just think some things he's kind of out there.
A little bit. I agree with you. But I ask that because I was listening to Johnny Was a Bad Man, and I've listened to it a couple times
Yeah.
over and over in the past couple days, and it's given me the Audio Slave vibes.
Oh, definitely.
Where
So So when we first started, our band first started as a band called Harbor Bound in like 2001-ish or 2-ish. And then we went to a band called Burning Phoenix, and then we went to a band called that we are now. So Burning Phoenix basically was our original band, and then we rebranded to be Dead City Revival. But when we were gigging, we had our band house, and that was like our heart and soul was Audio Slave, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam. That's the music that, outside of the 90s rap and all that stuff, that was the vibe. So the Seattle scene, the grunge movement, like that's kind of like our heart and soul music wise. But I'm also a big fan of like the 70s rock, and so that's where you'll hear a lot of like the single line licks that match with the bass, is giving a little bit more of that 70s vibe, but we love the 90s vibe too. So it makes sense, because that's music that we kind of grew up with, listening to and loving, and that we obviously still listen to.
So I want to find out more about how you guys got started as a band and all that stuff, but we're going to get into it right after a local music break from Dead City Revival to get the details about how they got started as a band and all that stuff. So can you give me a rundown of when you guys got started playing together?
Yeah, for sure. So this would have been, probably 2000 or maybe 2001-ish, possibly. So you guys weren't even born yet, were you?
Nope.
Nope.
Not even close.
Yeah. So there was a church that I used to go to that used to meet on Thursday night. After we would do church, we would all go to like a coffee house, and then they would have like, your acoustic, coffee house night or whatever. And that was like the vibe in the early 2000s. And so I would go, and I would just, play a couple songs, and we'd all be hanging out. Well, Larry, we call him Lawrence, that's his real name, but the bass player in the band, he was there, and he kind of, was just digging on the tunes. And then shortly after that, we ended up going on a trip to California, a group of us, to teach kids how to play music. We were just kind of just getting to know each other, and Larry had one of his brothers had passed. He was actually murdered in 2003, and like I said, Larry and I were pretty new into our friendship, and it was just pretty crazy how, like I said, just how God kind of works in ways, but like it just felt a connection of, man, hey, let's I'm already doing this music thing. Larry was kind of new at playing bass. When I say new, he was new. Like raw new, like barely know some notes, but I just felt like I was like, hey, why don't you guys do some music together? And so him and I just kind of just started jamming and kind of just did some music together. Started a band called Harbor Bound. We had a couple other guys in the band at the time, and then Larry basically knew Alan from, I think, was it youth group? Yeah, youth group. And so he was like, hey man, dude, like we need a drummer. And how old were you at the time, Alan?
15.
15, yeah.
Crazy.
And I was like in my 20s, like young, like I think I was like 21 at the time, whatever. But yeah, so like Larry basically, him and Alan had a pretty solid friendship before I met Larry, and like it kind of just grew from then, and then from Harbor Bound. I don't know if we ever gigged this Harbor Bound. No, we started Burning Phoenix. And we did that up until we did the album in like 2008. Yeah, so 2008, and then we did like a little mini tour, and then we kind of parted ways after our little mini tour. Alan went on to play drums for some solo guys, and did a lot more better gigs than we did. And then Larry and I picked up a few drummers throughout the road to about 2014 when we decided to kind of call it quits. Played one show at the Rhythm Room, and then pretty much stopped until last year, I think it was.
So Brad, you're the singer and guitarist, and Alan, you're the drummer, and then Larry. You're the drummer. Yep. I'm crazy, and then Larry's your bassist.
Yeah, Lawrence McClure, Larry McClure is the bassist, and then Alan Wells is our lead guitar player.
You guys have two Allens?
Yeah,
That's not confusing at all. What is your guys' nicknames?
We don't have them yet.
You don't have
Well,
nicknames?
Well, not for you. So Wells, because he's freaking phenomenal at the guitar. We call him the hillbilly cheese grater because he just shreds.
Okay.
Like literally just like shreds. And he's actually so
Hillbilly Cheese Grater is a little long for a nickname, but I kind
it
of
is,
like
but
it.
we make it work. We make it work. But yeah, he's so he gives us so we have a vibe between like a 70s, the way my mind works is like I want to try to blend like a 70s rock and a 90s rock. That's how I've been writing lately.
I can hear
and
that.
he gives us a little bit of the southern aspect to it because he's just a phenomenal guitar player, but he has a lot of country in him. Outside from his hair band days that he used to he used to be in like a legit hair band. It is pretty phenomenal. But anyways, so that's side story. But yeah, so that kind of gives us that vibe, and so he just shreds in a good way, and so that's his nickname.
I love how you guys have spent a lot of the interview talking about how like old you are and how you have kids and stuff. It's like change the name to Midlife Revival or something.
Pretty much,
like
or
that.
Dad Rock,
Dad Rock is in. I will
is
say
in.
people act like Dad Rock isn't cool, but I mean,
It's always
I mean,
been cool.
if you're still listening to '90s, what I'm saying,
Yeah.
that's pretty much Dad Rock now. So
swear to God, if I,
I
hear that
think-
one Papa Roach song one more time,
Dad rock, I hate that term because it's like it's just good music. I don't.
It
You
is
can
good-
call
yeah.
it whatever you want.
it is
It's good music.
It's super good music. Yeah.
I think early 2000s, that type of rock is now called dad rock. You know what I'm talking about? So
Oh.
my brother gives me so much flack for listening to it. And it's like, I don't care. It's good, dude.
my
Yeah.
sister's favorite band is Deftones.
Okay.
and
Here
she's
you
You
like-
would call Deftones dad rock? I guess it's that.
No,
that
no,
era.
no. They're kind of like that 2000s early metal, like new kind of
Yeah.
new metal hard rock sort of vibe. So
Yeah.
I guess it kind of classifies as dad rock, but I'd say it's more like lame person rock. But she's pretty into that, and I don't like that. I think the Deftones is bad. I don't know how we got
Whoa,
there.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Deftones fan either, but I respect them because of like their music at the time was just absolutely revolutionary.
I disagree. I think
Wow.
that the no.
Wow, are we about to get into a Deftones argument right now?
Yeah, let's
I
do
think
it.
you are.
Let's
I
do it.
think you are.
You listen. Okay, wait. You listen to Change, and you don't even respect that song at all.
I don't like Change. It's overplayed. It's
Wow,
overplayed.
just because it's
my
overplayed.
favorite Deftones song is Needles and Pins. I think that one's
Okay,
cool.
that makes
That's
sense.
solid.
Okay.
Anyway, and I'm learning to play it on a guitar right now. Let's see if I can figure out how to play the guitar.
I got one.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Let's just jam for the next like 30 minutes, and then it'll go over.
I want to find out about your upcoming shows and releases that you guys have
For sure.
have planned. But it's right after a local music break. Revival to find out about the future of their band and what do you guys have planned for the next 10 years?
Oh man, 10 years.
Long time.
Long time. So
End of life revival.
Oh my god.
it might be. It might be.
Just kidding.
Hey, you never know.
It's not that long.
You never know. Obviously, to continue to write music, I'm saying, that's a passion for us. I'm saying, my whole family, music has just been a huge part of our whole family, and so that's our deal. So I'm in the process of mentally writing an album for us to hopefully start to record and release in 2025, if not 26. And so that's our goal as far as music wise. But before then, we have songs that we've been playing live that haven't been tracked yet, and so we're thinking probably either a 3-song demo or a 5-song EP of some sort with all the songs that we've been playing that we haven't recorded. So those are the next few steps, and then honestly, just trying to we would love to open up for bands that are bigger coming through the town. And hit some bigger shows and sell some more merch and just continue to play music. So that's our 10-year plan. I wouldn't say we really have one because we all enjoy what we do, and if it takes off, it takes off. If it doesn't, then we'll just stay local and play and love it. So yeah.
Do you guys have any dates coming up on any of that music or any shows here in the Valley?
Show. So we have August the 22nd. We'll be playing. We'll be headlining at the Rebel Lounge.
Wonderful.
So that's our next upcoming show, and so we're pretty much taking the summer off for the good old family vacations.
Oh yeah.
And then just kind of mentally and just writing some stuff throughout the summer, and then hopefully do the show. August and kind of go from there.
That'll be great. Brad, you're going to give us an acoustic performance right now, and I'm super excited about it. Would you tell me what the song's called and let me know a little bit about it?
Yeah, so the name of the song is called Proposition Mind Control, and so you could probably understand what it means, but it's basically, it's about mind control, and this is one of my, I guess you say conspiracies, but it's just this whole idea that everything that's thrown at us is, in a sense, to control our mind and to steer us to do things that our soul doesn't want to do. So that's what it's about. Here you go. I step inside my door and notice my window wasn't open before. Then I felt you slide a needle into my neck and paralyze my soul. I swear I dreamed this before as I fell to my floor, and I can see you standing over me while you attach your machine, and you try to make me believe the things you do as you turn my mind against my soul. Proposition mind control. Oh. I wake to find myself losing all of control as you mechanically begin to move me, and I try to find for words, but you slowly begin to erase all I know, but I still see you standing over me while you attach your machines, and you try to make me believe the things you do as you turn my mind against my soul. Proposition mind control. And I still see you standing over me while you attach your machine. Oh, when you try to make me believe the things that you do as you turn my mind against my soul. And I still see you standing over me while you attach your machines. Oh, when you try to make me believe the things that you do as you turn my mind against my soul. Proposition mind control.
Wow. That was awesome.
That was crazy.
Thank you for that. I just want to give a quick reminder that Dead City Revival is on Instagram at Dead City Revival. Pretty straightforward, but you can get connected with them there, keep track of all their upcoming releases and shows.